Hello, my name is Connie Liu. I'm an undergraduate at MIT, and today we're going to be doing a few concept questions about phospholipid bilayers. So first, we'll start off with this question. What sort of molecules can diffuse through the cell membrane? So for this question, if you answered small and nonpolar, you'd be correct. The reason that only small and nonpolar molecules can move through the cell membrane is because the membrane is selectively permeable. Another way of saying this is semi-permeable. So this characteristic of cell membranes allows it to kind of filter out things that it doesn't really want to get through. And as you remember, cell membranes are made of this phospholipid bilayer. So primarily what you have to remember is that on the outside we have these hydrophilic heads, and on the inside we have hydrophobic tails. So basically the outside of the phospholipid bilayer likes water and the inside does not. In the case that you want to move materials through that membrane, you have to move it through all of this hydrophobic area. And that means molecules that are nonpolar are going to be able to move through that a lot easier because hydrophobic molecules are often nonpolar. Hydrophilic means that polar molecules such as water are going to be the ones attracted to it. So the water can touch the outside of this cell membrane but can't move through it. That isn't allowed, whereas the hydrophobic ones will be able to do that. The reason that the molecules have to be small is because the cell membrane is very tightly packed, and in that case you can't have these giant molecules moving through it. Only small ones can break the cell membrane up enough in order to diffuse right through. Now for the second question, what helps molecules move through the cell membrane? In this case, our answer is membrane proteins. And those essentially consist of pumps and channels. Pumps are used for active transport. So in order to enter the cell or exit the cell using a pump, active transport means that ATP or energy has to be used in order to get those molecules through there. So active transport requires ATP. On the contrary, channels are still using passive transport, but it's facilitated. So in this case, no ATP is needed, but the membrane proteins still play a large role in letting in and out the molecules or whatever materials the cell needs or needs to get rid of. So these channels still follow the rules of diffusion, where it goes from high concentration to low concentration. But alternatively, they help out, say, maybe polar molecules and larger molecules enter the cell. So those are the important points about phospholipid bilayers.